What accessories were available for the Game Boy Advance SP? If you are reminiscing about the Game Boy Advance SP and wondering what accessories were available to enhance your gaming experience, you are in for a treat. This handheld console was not just about the games. It had a whole range of accessories that made it even more fun and convenient. Let's take a closer look at what was available. First up, the Game Link cable was a must-have. This cable allowed players to connect to Game Boy Advance SP units for multiplayer gaming. It was essential for games that supported local multiplayer, especially titles like Pokémon. Imagine battling or trading with friends right in your living room. Next, we had the wireless adapter. This nifty accessory took things a step further by enabling wireless multiplayer gaming. No more tangled cables. You could connect up to 4 units wirelessly, making it easier to enjoy games with friends. Another interesting accessory was the Game Boy Advance cable, also known as the GameCube Link cable. This special cable linked the Game Boy Advance SP to the Nintendo GameCube console. It allowed players to unlock new game features or use the Game Boy Advance SP as a secondary controller in compatible games. Now, let's talk about sound. The headphone adapter was a popular accessory since the Game Boy Advance SP did not have a standard headphone jack. This adapter plugged into the external extension port and allowed players to enjoy stereo sound through headphones, enhancing the audio experience. For those long gaming sessions, replacement and high-capacity batteries were a practical choice. The Game Boy Advance SP came with a rechargeable battery, but aftermarket options were available to extend playtime significantly. Charging was made easy with various AC adapters and charging cables. Universal USB power cables compatible with the Game Boy Advance SP and other handhelds were also available, ensuring you never ran out of battery. To keep your device safe and stylish, protective cases and faceplates were popular. Magnetic acrylic cases and custom faceplates let players personalize their devices, reflecting the trends of the 2000s. Unlicensed accessories also made their mark. Items like the EZ flash cartridge allowed users to load multiple games via micro SD cards. The Game Changer could hold multiple cartridges for quick switching, while the Game Genie Cheat cartridge was popular for modifying gameplay. Lastly, for racing enthusiasts, there was a steering wheel accessory. This peripheral used the shoulder buttons to simulate steering, adding a fun tactile element to racing games. These accessories highlight how the Game Boy Advance SP was more than just a handheld console. It was part of a larger ecosystem of gadgets that players could customize and expand. The variety of accessories available made the Game Boy Advance SP a versatile and iconic device during the 2000s, reflecting the gaming culture of that time.